Good morning. This is Dr. Jamie with Concierge Mobile Animal Hospital, and we've done a previous video on how to restrain a cat for at-home subcutaneous fluids, but today I'm just going to show you the the procedure on getting it ready. So instead of the cat, there's no dog here with me today. Bridget's doing some work on the computer. I'm just going to show you kind of how to open the bag and how to set it up, basically. So you're basically going to have three things: your fluid bag, your line, and your needles. There are some variations in what these look like, so these are just some examples. If yours look a little bit different, don't be worried. There's a lot of different brands and kinds out there. So the first thing you're going to do is, most fluid bags come in this sterile packet. You just want to find the tab. You can also use scissors, but if you use scissors, just be very careful that you don't cut the inside bag. You want that to remain nice and clean and closed. So you're just going to rip it open. Nothing particularly fancy to any of this. That is trash, and this is your fluid bag. You will also see that there is some kind of tab at the bottom. That is keeping the inner part sterile. So you can touch everything on the outside of this bag, but once you take this cap or this tab off, that part's something you don't want to touch. So what I do usually is I'll set that down for now, and I'll open the next part, which is your fluid line. Again, there's different brands, so don't worry. Same kind of thing, just find your little tab, and you just want to pull that open. You can touch everything on this as well, except your two ends. Those two ends, which are capped, should stay sterile. You don't want to touch those to your skin or anything on the ground. So I find the best thing to do is, the first thing is use this little closing thing to close the line. So the downside is closed and the top or the upper part where it's wider is open. You want it closed when you start, otherwise you'll get a lot of leakage of fluids. Fluids will fly everywhere. Then when you are ready, because again you want this to stay sterile, you're going to pull this cap, give it a little yank. That's your sterile part, so keep that up, and you're going to also open the cap to the line, which is also sterile. So notice I am not touching either of them, and you're going to directly and carefully, so that you don't touch anything else, insert the line into the sterile bag. It does take a little bit of effort. You got to kind of twist it, and you want it all the way in, so it's all the way connected. You don't want it partially in or a little bit in. You want that all the way. When you're ready, turn it over. There should be no leaking outside, and you're going to give this little part a little Buretrol. You're going to give it a little squeeze. If you fill it all the way up, you won't be able to see the drop, so I recommend just a little bit. Then you're going to very carefully open this right here. So twist it to the open, and you will see fluids start to drip out. Watch the fluids as they fill the line. Now these are for subcutaneous fluids, so it does not matter if there's some drops of air or bubbles of air in the line. You can put air subcutaneously and it won't hurt anything. So you let those fluids go all the way to the end, and you close it off again. So now it's closed. I am now going to do the last part, which is a needle. So I take a clean needle out, and carefully we're going to remove the top of this. Sterile, don't touch it. And the bottom of the needle, again, it's sterile, don't touch it. And real easy, you're just gonna connect. Push it on tight. Some of these may have twists here that you can connect with. They're all a little bit different, but just kind of, you want that on securely and snug. When you're ready for the fluids, you want to hang your bag so you have gravity. In our case, we often hang it up high like that. And then we will uncap our needle. Very clean, very sterile. And you open the fluids when you're ready. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and put it in the comment section, or if you're one of my patients, just go ahead and send me a message and we'll get it all cleared up for you. I hope that helps.